remove my blindfold, please? Can you remove my blindfold, please?
Nothing to do.
Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me?
Shut up! Tell me if you need anything else. I'll leave it in 10 minutes.
Let me see. I think I have everything.
Where am I? Where am I?
Here.
Who are you? Who are you? May I speak to the officer in charge, please?
I am the officer in charge.
Where are you? Where are you?
Here. To your right.
And vice versa. Your vices are my verses and versa vice.
Remove my blindfold and these handcuffs, please. I'm going to call my lawyer. I was dragged out of bed and
All right, don't worry. We'll look into it. I won't be needing you anymore.
I'm going straight to the sauna. There's nothing like it after this shit. Bang Nui.
Where are you? Have you gone away too?
I'm here, right by your side. Did I scare you? Sorry. Just a minute, I'll turn the lights on. Let's get this blindfold off.
Why was I brought here? Which day is it?
The next day. The night.
I was
brought here last night. I think it was last night. Sometimes it seems like 2 nights back, 2 weeks even.
No, they brought you here last night.
Are you the officer in charge? They came to my house when I was in bed. One man held a gun to my head and handcuffed me, the other blindfolded and gagged me. They dragged me out of my own home. On the way here, they slapped me, spat on me, pulled my hair, twisted my arms, pinched my legs. They left me standing in a narrow, cold room, no bigger than a closet. Given no warrant for my arrest. I've been denied access to my lawyer, to anyone else outside. Why am I here?
It says here that you're a writer of children's fiction. Do you do any other kind of writing?
Like what?
Political, for instance.
No, I'm really quite ignorant about politics.
Good. I mean, it's better to have no ideas than half-baked ones. So you're not a member of any underground group or anything?
No.
Are your stories political?
I write for 7-year-olds and 8-year-olds.
So, children make the best receptacles for propaganda. You can do anything with a child as long as you play with him. Who said that?
Bismarck. This is ridiculous.
Well, maybe we made a mistake. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes if they've had too much to drink, maybe they took a wrong turn.
They took the wrong turn.
My sincere apologies. You may leave. Maybe you should wait for the official apology.
What's that?
It's a letter from the head of this department apologizing for our mistake.
How long will that take?
No time at all.
You interrogated me like a common criminal, knowing full well you owed me an apology?
It's procedure. We can never be too sure. I'm used to this place. I last saw you about 2 years ago, I think. You were signing autographs at the 3rd Street bookstore, Forget what it's...
Sorry, but I'm really not in the mood for conversation. You think your apology letter's enough? I'm going to press charges against him especially.
You're going to press what? Against whom?
I said I'm going to make a complaint against him. The one that was here. I didn't get to see him, but I know his voice.
What did it sound like?
Choke gutter.
Man with a voice like a choked gutter. What did he do? Did he rape you?
No.
He just fondled you, is that it?
Yes.
That's strange. None of our female prisoners have made that complaint. Our men don't do that. They're strictly professional.
I'm not lying.
I'm sure you're not, but maybe you imagined it.
No.
Well, after one day in prison, you were ranting and raving about having been here for 2 weeks. This is why you're such a good writer. Imagination.
No, I have his nail marks all
Can I
over.
see them?
Let a doctor examine me.
All right, don't worry. We'll look into it. Some more broth. It's got rum in it. It warms you up, doesn't it?
Listen, how long will the letter be?
What letter?
The apology letter.
Oh, that.
You had it all along?
Yes.
What game are you playing?
I'm not playing games.
But you kept me here waiting for it.
Now you're imagining things again. You decided to wait. Didn't I tell you I had the letter?
This is a mess. Drunken soldiers, hallucinating senior officers.
You really should watch what you're saying, you know. Walls have ears. Might as well stay warm. Could be a long time before you.
I must call my lawyer. I must call my lawyer. Who's that?
Why didn't you leave when you could? You cannot call your lawyer or anyone else outside. You must put your trust in us. I'm a small part of a large mechanism, and that goes for you too, but together we must seek the truth. I will help you to the best of my ability, but the brunt of the responsibility lies with you. Deliberate deceit will not be tolerated. although personally I may find your lies charming. Inadvertent blunders will be treated with firm kindness, and you must trust me to decide the ratio of firmness to kindness. Your best hope would be to depersonalize what follows and not to look upon me as a foe or yourself as a victim. Remember, we are both seekers of truth, and in this quest, I am your friend, philosopher, and guide. The treasure trove. The cat with green wings.
Heavy-duty political stuff, huh?
No, you're right. These stories are innocuous.
I told you you're making a terrible mistake.
No, that's not possible.
Are you infallible?
Not me personally. Although maybe I am at fault, really. I'm not looking hard enough. You can't have been arrested for nothing.
Are you going to concoct something to justify my arrest? This hasn't been published yet. I'm still working on it. Where did you get this? You had my home searched, didn't you?
Tell me about it.
Why don't you read it?
It's interesting to hear writers talk about their work. Hidden meanings, surface.
When you write for children, you pretty much have to be direct. There's no room for hidden meanings.
Children are remarkably subtle creatures.
My stories are harmless, cheerful pieces of fluff. They have no more depth than cotton candy. Did you wreck my house?
Don't worry, it's fine. They even cleaned your house before they left. There was some blood on the toilet seat. Are you menstruating now?
None of your business.
Thought not. You see, it's easier if you answer my questions, isn't it? Are you in good health? Do you have any physical condition I should know about? Are you on any medication? You answer my questions like a good little girl, and I promise I'll never do that again.
Don't call me good little girl.
I'm still waiting for the artist to speak about her work.
Closet Land is about a child who's locked in a closet all day by her mother. The little girl fantasizes that the clothes are her imaginary friends. They all have wonderful parties in this closet, this child and her friends, and it becomes a sunny meadow strewn with wild strawberries and beautiful flowers. When it's time for her mother to return from work, the friendly rooster, which is actually a scarf with a rooster design, warns the little girl and her friends about crowing loudly. The clothes all go back to their hangers, and the child sits quiet as a little mouse waiting for her mother to let her out.
It's a curious story. Very different from the flying cow and the cat with green wings. Were you a lonely child? No brothers or sisters?
No, just my mother and me.
But your mother didn't pay you much attention.
Well, she didn't mean not to. She was just busy with her work and her Sunday literary groups.
You're still lonely, aren't you? I don't trust lonely people. Life's eternal spectators. Watching. Waiting. Were you afraid of your mother?
No. We had a good relationship.
Well, yes, you were with her at her bedside when she died last year.
What?
Where you accused her of not noticing.
I've done what you asked, Mama. I've done all I could. I've been there for you, but you've never been there for me. You never noticed. Just never noticed.
And then you stormed out of the hospital. That night, your mother died. Never noticed what?
You've been spying on me, haven't you? Since last year, maybe even before. Why? Why have my private conversations been taped? I wasn't dragged here by mistake. It's all part of some plan, isn't it?
All conversations in all hospital rooms are taped without exception. We gain access to confessions, guilts, longings, you name it, that we wouldn't otherwise be privy to. Most of it is sentimental drivel and is destroyed, but the conversations between writers, artists, political activists, these are never destroyed. Government policy. Now, tell me, what did your mother not notice? What did your mother not notice? Come on, it was just a tap. Don't make a fuss. Some people have their eyes burnt with cigarettes.
Is that what you're going to...
I don't smoke. It'll pass. Put your head on your knees. Cover your ears lightly. Better? Shall we go on?
Some water, please.
If you answer my questions, what did your mother not notice?
Mothers and daughters fight once in a while, and when it's over, you can't remember what it's about. Don't hit me.
Well, don't worry. It'll come back. Let's talk about closet land instead. The child's locked in the closet by her mother, imagines the clothes are her friends and plays with them, and the friendly rooster warns them That the mother is on her way back, the clothes go back to the racks, and the child waits to be let free. Is that it?
Yes.
Why was the child locked in the closet?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
Think now.
Maybe she ate too much cake or spilled watercolors on her mother's best dress.
And for this, the child gets locked up in a closet. That's a bit extreme, isn't it? Closet land is a place where people go for secret meetings. Remember, the clothes don't come alive until the child is alone with them. When the friendly rooster who is on the lookout gives the warning cry, they scatter and run away. And when mother comes back, she can't find anything. You've made the child a martyr and the mother a tyrant. Your sympathies are with the child, of course, because you resent any authority. Do you object to my interpretation?
No. But that's all it is, your interpretation. I can't control the messages people choose to find in my stories, but people get turned on by passages in the Bible. Closet Land is a simple children's story.
It's not a simple word. Just think, skeletons rattling in the closet. It's a place where people hide, you say. Closet homosexual, closet intellectual. It's a dark, secretive word. Like the basement, the space under the bed at night.
All children's stories have an element of horror in them. Wicked dragons, evil witches. I chose an everyday object, a closet instead of a fantasy creature. That's the only difference. Children's authors aren't political creatures because children aren't. Politics means big things. Anyone who knows children know that they live for themselves and the present moment.
Yes, but children can be taught to find themselves and the present moment within an ideology. They're far more receptive to suggestion than adults, and that's what you've tried to do with this story. You are guilty of subliminal indoctrination.
That's absurd.
So you don't support the dissidents?
No.
You're not a member of the underground?
No, I'm not a political person.
Do you support us, then? Have you supported what we've done for peace, for order, for stability?
I told you I know nothing about politics. I thought you didn't smoke.
This is my first. Who commissioned you to write this story? Where is Closet Land? Who are the clothes that come alive in the story? We already have 2 turncoats in custody, the kindergarten teacher and the physicist. Who's the friendly rooster? How does he know when mother will come? Is he in the government? We have a few suspicions. You're not one of those anti-smoking activists, are you? See, there was no need for that. You'll know if I'm going to hurt you. It's the suspense, not the pain, that'll drive you mad. You've changed. more?
Said you'd tell me.
Never trust strangers. Didn't your mother tell you that?
No, she never did. I have to rinse my mouth.
Sign this.
I confess that my story, Closet Land, is an allegory for the struggles of the various underground groups that are resisting the government. The child protagonist of the story stands for the uninformed reader whose views I wish to mold. I have consciously represented governmental authority. The character of the mother at the close are all underground insurgents. The friendly rooster is a government official. I can't sign that.
Why?
It's a pack of lies. I won't confess to a pack of lies, and even if I do confess to this, how do I know it'll stop here? There'll be others. More lies, won't there? The closet child knew that she'd missed her chance when she could have opened the door and glided out. Whatever can the poor closet child do? Bad man gives her nothing to drink. She is so parched that she'd even drink the urine he offered her. So, the closet child did what all closet children do when they're trapped. She shut her eyes hard and pretended that she could glide out of hell. She knew there was a passage of brightness right outside hell, and that the elves had left a large pitcher of fresh dew just for her. So she pretended that she was out in the passage, out drinking dew, out of hell.
It has been estimated that 96.8% of all women who favor black underwear are closet whores. It has been estimated that 97.3% of all women who favor black underwear are closet whores. It has been estimated that 99.10% of all women who favor black underwear are closet whores. Do you know that 105.9% of all women who favor black underwear are closet whores? Uh-oh, you can't hide from us, precious. Why don't you give up? The doors here don't open. But didn't you know that? Doors lead in, doors lead out. Doors no wider than a little girl's cup. Doors lead out, doors lead in. Doors no bigger than a little girl's chin.
Give me my clothes!
Sign the confession, or suck my dick. Which do you please, you tease? By the way, when was the last time? Our friendly neighborhood sex watch says your last time was when you fucked. Tried to fuck some guy 2 years ago.
Stop it! Stop it!
Even fossils show more signs of life to your heart. But you're worse than a fossil. You are frigid. We know. We've seen you in action. You can't do it, can you? You are not normal. You are warped. You are sick. You are bad. You've always been bad. A rotten apple from the start. That's why your mother didn't notice. That's why men don't want you. Who wants a cold, unresponsive whore? All they want to do is slam the door and leave. All they want to do is slam the door and leave. Step up in front of the image, please. Step up in front of the image, please. You are hereby accused of conspiracy against your country and against peace, order, and stability. Your story, Closet Land, is thinly veiled propaganda designed to stir dissent in the hearts of children. All official avenues of redress have been sealed. Your rights have been suspended. The short-term goal is to have you sign the confession. And the long-term goal? That will depend on the success of the short-term goal. You do not merit a name or identity. You will henceforth be referred to by a number A, B, 2, 3, 4.
What went on here? Where are your clothes? What's all this paint on your face?
Maybe your boys got bored and wanted some fun.
You're not allowed to subject anyone to any harassment outside the context of standard interrogation. Sorry. I'll look into it. Want some broth?
No.
Someone else will take over now. I'd advise you to be straight with him. He's not very patient. But don't worry. You'll be fine.
No. No blindfold, please.
Are you scared of the dark?
It feels like...
It feels what?
Why don't you question me? I don't want this other man.
We work in shifts.
Why do I have to be blindfolded?
Because he's an undercover officer, and we can't run the risk of your identifying him later.
I won't say anything, I promise.
Relax. I have to do this. I don't want to use force. They're watching me, too.
Prisoner AB-234.
Joe Gutter.
Who is the friendly rooster? When the clock struck 5, the friendly rooster awoke from his nap. Mommy would be coming back from work. The closet child was playing with the overcoat and his children the mittens. Friendly rooster shook his feathers. He must warn them before Mommy arrives. Who is the friendly rooster, AB-234?
He's just a character in my story.
Tell the truth.
I don't know.
You didn't want me, did you, huh? You wanted that other guy. I heard you tell him. Don't go. You question me. I saw that in a movie once. So you don't know who the friendly rooster is, huh? Do you recognize this woman here?
Yes, Your Excellency.
And who is she, prisoner XYZ?
She's in charge of our child propaganda division, Your Grace.
He's lying. I don't know who he is.
What are the aims of your group, prisoner XYZ?
We're planning to overthrow the government, Your Honor.
Liar! Who are you?
Yeah. Answer her, prisoner XYZ. Who are you? What was your code name?
I was called the Friendly Rooster, Your Virtuosity.
You heard what your fellow rebels said?
That's not true. I don't know.
Shut up! You were brought here because you're guilty.
I'm innocent.
Well, even if you are, you'll be guilty before you leave. But don't leave just yet, prisoner AB-234. Not just yet. There's plenty more to come. We're gonna have a barbecue, okay?
No, Your Highness, no, not a barbecue. Your barbecue, please. No, please, no, Your Highness, no.
What I am doing, prisoner AB-234, is I'm inserting a red heart skewer into the friendly rooster's ass. We're gonna have roast chicken in a minute. And then I'm gonna pluck out his fingernails with a pair of pliers. I just did his toes last week. The toughest part is getting a good grip. But once you have the nails steady and firm, then you just tug. And keep tugging. Never mind him. You keep tugging until you hear a crack and the nail is on its way out. And there's pink flesh underneath. Pink as a baby's eyes. Like yours. AB 234. Before the innocence had gone. Before it knew the world. And a man's touch. Wolf whistles. You must have been a pretty child.
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for asking. I've been done so often, my skin's thickened. The first time's the worst. It burns so much you feel like you're in hell.
Where are you?
Over here, to your right. I mean, to your left. I forgot your right to my left and vice versa. Your verses are my vices and verse versa.
Why did you lie about me?
Well, I'm the resident witness. They drag me out whenever they want to incriminate someone or other. I used to resist, not anymore. Have you been barbecued?
No.
What do they try on you, cat's cradle, Arabesque?
What are they?
Don't even think about it, not even when it's happening to you. Think of something else. You got something pleasant you can think about?
The cat with green wings.
Well, think about that, whatever that is. Take your mind right away from what they're doing to you. Have you ever done that before?
When I was a little girl, the closet, my stories came to me.
They'll be coming for me soon. Listen. There's another man here. He's a different sort for a place like this.
Yes, he questioned me first.
He did? Why didn't you beg for mercy? That's all he wants. He would have let you go. He's not so bad, really. He used to be a professor of some sort before they got to him. He plays the piano. They're coming. Listen. If he comes to question you again, throw yourself at his feet. It's your only hope.
Goodbye. Hello. Help me. Please. I'm innocent. Please. I beg of you. Let me go. Please.
I don't like all this, you know. I tell myself it's just a job, and then in my dreams these words float by. Because thou hast the power and owns the grace to look through and behind this mask of me, against which years have beat thus blanchingly with their rain, and behold my soul's true face. Seems so long ago. My soul's true face. You know what I'm going to do? I don't care who's watching me. I'm going to open that door and let you walk away into the night. What's up?
Nothing. Nothing.
Good. Let's get these handcuffs off them. Keys. Where's the handcuff? Keys.
You have no right to make a joke of this!
Our aim is to rid society of negative influences. That aim justifies the use of certain unorthodox means.
Your aim is to humiliate and debase a human being. There is no justification for
Our
cruelty.
aim is to rid society of negative influences. That aim justifies the use of certain unorthodox means.
Your
Our
aim is to humiliate and debase a human being. There is no justification for cruelty.
Unorthodox means.
Your aim is to humiliate and debase a human being.
Our
There is
aim
no
is to rid
justification
society
for
of
cruelty.
negative
There is no
influences.
justification
Our
for
aim
cruelty. There
is
is
to rid
no
society of
justification for
negative
cruelty.
influences.
There is no
Our aim is to
justification
rid
for cruelty.
society of negative influences. There is no justification for cruelty of any kind. Are you in good health? Do you have any physical condition that I should know about? Are you on any medication? You know, 97.5% of women who wear black underwear are closet whores. Think about something pleasant to take your mind off what they're doing to you. A friendly rooster, for instance.
He wakes up only once at night. He sleeps like a baby. And he looks so cute.
Yeah, they sure look like little angels, don't they? And then they grow up and they're nothing but a heartache. You can try for a girl?
Well, I'd like to, but the wife says she went through hell.
Oh, she'll get over it. They always do. Give her time, a couple of years maybe. My daughter swore she'd never have another. She's 3 months pregnant.
We're giving him stewed fruit now. He couldn't with his nose at first, but he's getting tasty.
Oh, go easy, though. You don't want to give him diarrhea. I still remember when my daughter first discovered bananas.
I miss him when I'm away.
Yeah.
He misses me, too. When I come home, he smiles.
Yeah.
He looks like a little monkey. The night supervisor asked me to work next weekend, but I said, nah.
Yeah, I'll remember what you said. In a few years, you'll do anything to get away.
We must break your body to win your mind. Pain ennobles both the giver and the receiver. Discipline will remain government policy as long as you resist. Resistance is foolish, which is why we must break your body to win your mind. We must break your body to win your mind.
When was I brought here?
When do you think?
Feels 2 months. Years, 2 lifetimes.
2 lifetimes.
What?
We brought you here 2 lifetimes ago. No, I'm joking. You've only been here 2 years.
2 years. 2 years in this closet.
Yes, and your mother died last week. We took you to the hospital, but she never noticed.
You liar. Mama died last year. I was brought here last night.
We're going to play a game. You respond to my questions with the first word that comes to your mind. It's called touchdown. Touchdown. Closet.
Dark.
Stories.
Closet.
You write your stories in the closet?
No.
So?
My stories come from the closet.
Mother.
Nowhere. And she died last year.
No personal observations, please. Sex.
Pain.
Politics. Politics. Politics.
None.
Government.
Abuse.
Government.
Caring, loving, just.
Mind.
Government property.
Opposition.
Feudal.
Sleep.
Death.
No. No, men go to sleep.
Sleep is death.
We must break your body to win your mind. Pain ennobles both the giver and the receiver. Discipline will remain government policy as long as you resist. Resistance is foolish.
Sleep's death.
Which is why we must break
Sleep's
your
death.
body to win your mind. We must break your body to win your mind. Pain ennobles both the giver and the receiver. Discipline will remain government policy as long as you resist. Resistance is foolish, which is why we must
Are you like me?
to win your mind. We must break your body to win your mind. Pain ennobles both the giver and the receiver. Discipline will remain government policy as long as you resist. Resistance is foolish, which is
Keep
why
whistling.
we must break your body
Keep
to
whistling.
win your mind. We must break your body to
Keep
win
whistling.
your mind. Pain ennobles both the giver and the receiver. Discipline will remain government
Sleep is
policy
death.
as long as you resist. Resistance is foolish, which is why
Pain will only strengthen my will. You can break my body, but you cannot break my mind. Torture is the policy of tyrants. Resistance is my only weapon. You can break my body, but you cannot break my mind. Pain will only strengthen my will. Torture is the policy of tyrants. Resistance is my only weapon. You can break my body, Pain will only temper my will. Torture is a policy of tyrants. Pain will only strengthen my will. Torture is a policy of tyrants.
Which is why you tell me you're being stubborn. You should sleep, young. Listen to the tape and fall asleep.
Sleep is death.
Well, it's a waiting game then. It's a waiting game then. You've been here 2 months. Sooner or later you will fall asleep.
I was brought here last night.
Just think. 2 months without sleep. 60 days. 1,440 hours.
You're lying. They brought me here last night.
Why should I lie about this?
To confuse me. To break my will. Sometimes you lie. For the hell of it.
Your eyes hurt.
Relax. Let your shoulders slide. Rest your neck. Let it roll easily against your chair. Don't resist. Your muscles are bunched up, aching with tension. Release them. Let them flow like gentle streams, like distant seas. We must break your body to win your mind. Pain ennobles both the giver and the receiver. Discipline will remain government policy as long as you resist. Resistance is
body, but you can't break
why we must break your body to win your...
Will you sign this?
No.
You're forcing me.
To do what?
Things I don't want to do.
Doesn't it bother you to see someone stretched out in front of you? Aren't you worried that this is your job, that you do it without question? Most men go to work in offices and factories, and you come here instead. What made you this way? What made you this way? Is it what they did to you? Or is it a hidden sickness, some inner decay?
Resistance is foolish, which is why we must break your body to win your mind.
Break my body, but you can't break my mind. You can break my body, but you can't break my mind.
Right. Haven't you had enough? Why don't you just sign? Come on, give me a break.
No.
What's that?
No.
That's what I thought you said. Why do you refuse? It's a small thing. Just a signature. Think of it as an autograph to a secret admirer.
No. Thank you.
To be taught a firm lesson.
flying cow. The cow with green wings of red. Whistle for me, please! Whistle! The closet. There's nobody in the closet. When your head aches, a mushroom grows on his back. No! Whistle for me, please! No! You don't know. No! You don't know. Poor child. The cow, great one.
Where is the closet lamp?
It's in my mind. You can break my body, but you can't break my mind. As long as I can go to closet land, all you have are my bones.
Who lives there?
My friends. Flying cow. A friendly rooster, the cat with green wings. I knew them since I was a child. I'd close my eyes tight. And I'd go away. And they'd come to me. Floating in the air.
Why were you in the closet?
A man. Mama's friend. Used to have breakfast on Sunday. I'd take the coats and scarves and hang them up in the closet. And that's when he when I was in the closet hanging up his coat, that's when it first happened. He used to smile after it was over, like it was a secret between us. I was 5.
Your mother never noticed.
No, she never noticed. Poor Mama, trusting, foolish Mama. Strutting around. I was too scared to tell. And he said he would cut away my tongue or chop off my head. So every Sunday when he came and visited, I'd go to the closet. And I'd wait for him. I shut my eyes tight. Church bells used to ring. And my friends came to me, flying cow. Cow with green wings. I was even able to forget that he was there with his hands under my dress.
I wonder if you know, really know the strength of your mind. Most people break down in a matter of hours. You've escaped from us on the back of a flying cow and a cat with wings. We must go to Closet Land. You're back in your mother's closet, AB234. You're back in your mother's closet, AB234. It's dark. You can't see a thing. It's dark. You can't see a thing. And you closed your eyes anyway because you can hear his footsteps. His footsteps. You're back in your mother's closet, AB234.
I know you like it, little creep. Only 5. On the eyes of a whore. Dear child, sweet, loyal child. I know you like it, little creep. Only 5. On the eyes of a whore. Dear child, sweet, loyal child.
Here comes the candle to light you to bed. And here comes the chopper to chop off your head.
It's you.
Scream. 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 You won't scream. You never did, not even then. Such a knowing look in such young eyes. What made you this way? Some hidden streak, an inner sickness. You had no hips then. Tiny ribs, like a sparrow's bones. I could have broken them all with one rough caress. Sugar plum heart, beating wildly in its cage. Everything so small, so perfect. You took away my innocence too. But when you grew up and had other lovers, and when they touched you or breathed your name, you froze and thought of me. Because thou hast the power and ownst the grace to see through and behind this mask of me against which years have beat us blanchingly with their reins. And behold, my soul's true face. My soul's true face.
Why? Why? Is that why you've brought me here? To finish what you started when I was a child.
You're here as a dissident. You're part of the tribe that thinks too much. If you'd continued writing about flying pigs... Cows. About flying cows and winged cats, you'd have been safe, but then we found closet land.
Well, then I'm back where I started, aren't I? I invented closet land when you abused a child, and I'm being punished now after all these years because I created closet land. This must have been going on here for ages, right? I mean, the sudden intrusions at night, always at night, I suppose, and the arrest, the senseless charges, and the brutality. I never knew, or else I didn't want to know. I didn't want to see. I shut my eyes like I did in the closet. A woman down the street, a journalist. About a couple months ago, she disappeared, vanished. The maid said so, and we all went on with our lives. I remember going to lunch with my publisher, and here was this woman, someone I never really knew, I'd seen on the street, said hello to even, just gone. So they came for her mother next. An 80-year-old, toothless invalid. Some men were searching this missing journalist's house while her mother sat outside on the street like trash waiting to be picked up. We all passed her on the way to work. I know I did. And the old woman looked at me in the eye, and I looked back, but I didn't see. None of us did. We just didn't notice. Like my mama. It seems to be the same thing, really, shutting a child in a closet and shutting people away. If you can frighten a child into silence, you can frighten a people too, and with time, they'll shut their eyes and not scream. I never screamed in the closet, did I? And the people won't scream either. They'll go around pretending everything's fine, everything's all right, while their neighbors disappear all around them. And then they will become like children, scared of bad men that'll chop off their heads. That's what's so terrifying, because children are so powerless. They make such easy victims. Such easy victims.
If I told you that this is your last chance, that everything is at stake, everything, would you sign?
How do you shut a mind?
Cut out his tongue, but he found a way. He whistled. Then they found a way. That's why he couldn't whistle to you today. One little injection. He was a physicist. Look at him now. Not a care in the world. Not a thought in his head. And look at his eyes. His empty, empty eyes. It's all a pack of lies anyway, so sign it.
What do you care? It's just a pack of lies.